Hello, San Diego. Thanks for joining us here on CBS 8 Plus. I'm meteorologist Sean Stiles with a look at your weather. And it looks like some big changes heading our way. But for right now, we're low 60s to mid 60s inland, low 70s in places like El Cajon and Alpine. In the mountains, pretty nice, 66 in Julian, 75 in Borrego. The thing is, by the time we get to Christmas Eve, we're going to start to see the big storm move into the west coast, and it will affect us leading up to that pretty benign and mild weather. As we look at the inland microclimates, you're definitely going to see some big rain there as well, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches by the time this storm pulls out, and some of the most prone areas to picking up rain, we could see 5 or 6 inches of rain, so westerly facing slopes. The National Weather Service flash flood watch for all of San Diego County, Orange County, Riverside County, Los Angeles. It just keeps going and going. This will start in the morning early on Wednesday and last through Thursday in the early morning hours. Outside right now, pretty hazy as we look from Mount Soledad. Temperature 64, winds basically calm, humidity at 78%, hence the haziness. Now, as you look across the nation, the polar vortex has backed off a little bit. Still very chilly over the northeast, 29 in Chicago, 39 in Philadelphia, 33 in New York City. Out west, though, very mild as high pressure continues to keep things relatively mild for us. Also, the atmospheric river that's coming into the Pacific Northwest and Northern California is tapping into very warm air. So as that comes on shore, we're not going to see some big cool down that will bring heavy snow to the Sierra Nevada to the lower elevations. Higher elevations, yes. But for right now, Mammoth Lake's at 54. You come back to Santa Barbara, 62, Palm Springs, 74, 79 in Phoenix, and 66 in Las Vegas. All right, here's the area of low pressure. This is the plume of moisture, the atmospheric river, the Pineapple Express, whatever you'd like to call it. It's pulling a ton of moisture out of the tropics. This area of low pressure is the wheel, and it's got a cog tapping into this train of moisture that's coming into Southern California. Heavy at times. Eventually, we'll start to see snow levels drop down to about, say, 6,500 feet. It'll start out very high, though. The low eventually moves in, the colder air settles in behind it, but then watch as high pressure starts to rebuild over the central Pacific and nudges itself up along the west coast. Another low in the Pacific Northwest, but for now, it looks like that storm will be pulling out as we make our way into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tuesday, maybe a sprinkle or two overnight into Wednesday morning. The rain becomes heavy at times overnight. That's why they've got that flood watch out starting at 2 a.m. It lingers into Thursday, Friday, maybe some showers here and or there. Looking at your next 7 days, the rain, as I said, possible early Wednesday morning, late Tuesday night. And then as we get into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we've got a weather impact for you there. The showers continue somewhat into Friday, into your Kwanzaa, and then we start to dry out for the weekend. For the mountains and deserts, you also will be in the same pattern with the showers heavy at times, especially on those west-facing slopes of the mountains. That's a look at your weather.